Hi there, Renegade Traders. This is Justin Thompson, founder of Renegade Trading Group. Do a daily trade review, show you what I was looking at today to make my trading decisions on. This is the NASDAQ, and if we go back to October 17th, we had this pivot high here. This is on a 4-hour. I believe this is a weekly high on the chart, though. If we went to a weekly, so that's going to be a pretty strong supply level. This is really a reaction off of this. Draw it out for you here. This supply level here caused this to happen, but nevertheless, because it's such a high time frame, usually going to get a reaction off of that. What this market usually does is it goes all the way to the top of these supply levels before we get a reaction. So this morning, I was doing some buy-in in these hours. I'm looking at simulator right now, but to look at a clean chart. But I expected it to go up to this line, which it did, at which point we got a strong move down. If we go look at my trades, I had my buying activity over here and my selling activity here. I was selling and it go down a little and bounce back, and I made a little bit on one contract and got stopped out on the other. So finally I got in one where I didn't get stopped out and had a nice little move down here. Didn't get maybe about half of that move. You can't see it on this chart, but probably on a 1 minute you see a little pullback, and with the trailing stop methodology that I use, I got stopped out on the second contract here for 10-11 points. Just a nice little gain there on that. And then you see here it came up, went back down again. It looked to me like it was going to go down, so I shorted, took a loss on that one, bought again when I saw it was for sure going up. I felt pretty certain about that. Bought here and took it up for a few points, and that ended up being one of my most profitable trades of the day. I put 10 contracts on that when I saw it moving up so strongly, and made about $1,000 right there on my lunch hour. About $1,200 total for lunch hour, including these other trades. Let's go look at the real quick. See what I was looking at this morning on the buy-in. The trend is up. This is my trend line here, so I really expected the move to continue. If we clean this up and look at crude oil. So again, the trend is definitely up. I have another chart where I have it drawn from down here, going up right here. So I have this, you can see part of what I have drawn out here up top. Supply zones, go back to where it happened at. So this is not a pivot high. This is what we call a drop-based drop. Those are typically very good zones. Drop-based drop would create a supply zone. And what's the bottom of this zone is open to interpretation. The top is pretty well set, but where the zone exactly is, whether it's a little higher or a little lower, is you could say a little bit of artistic talent there. So I had it drawn above where it went, but what's been happening to me with the crude oil is it's not been going all the way to the top of this zone on the first approach. So it's been going up, having some pullback before it finally goes through zones. If I looked back and spent a lot of time on it, which I'm not going to do, I could show you where it did that. But so I thought it might do that today. I was also prepared for it going all the way up. I was expecting some upside this morning, so I was buying over here. Wasn't really getting what I wanted, so I did take some profit on it this morning, but I got out right here, a couple of ticks away from the very top of that section anyway. It was a little higher over here, but of course I'm working full time for the guard right now. I didn't trade these hours again. But what was interesting to me right here, let's get these other lines out of the way. For a trend line, you need 3 connecting points. And so I was looking at these 3 candles here, that's knowing that crude oil was kind of bearish at the moment. It had a decent move down, a little rally, which fell apart again. And so looking at this trend line here, I got 1, 2, 3 touches. And so I set a sell stop just beneath this. And when that order triggered, it really started moving really fast downward. I'm using because of where I'm working out of, I really don't have a high-speed internet connection, which is most ideal. And my data feed was really not keeping up with what the market was doing, or I may have done a little better on this trade, but I was looking at a chart that told me I was up $180 on that trade. It was only 2 contracts, and since I could tell that it wasn't keeping up with the data, my data feed wasn't keeping up with the market, I went ahead and closed it to lock in profit. So I made, looks like 8 ticks on that actually. So $160 is where it closed. When I hit the close button showing me 180, I lost 1 tick of slippage there. So you can use those. That's called a trend line break. You can use those. They happen quite frequently on lower time frames. Let's say if I pull this over here, I mean that the move down today was a trend line break. When it started down, when that line broke, decent move down, just came back up to where it broke, and then had a nice move down of over 60 ticks there for the day. But I've been going on for a while now, but for the day, showing 2,500 here. I think after commissions, it's around 2,300 in profit for the day. I didn't make a whole lot of trades, so I didn't pay an enormous amount in commission. So very good day, especially considering I'm working a full-time job, trading a little bit at night, in the morning, and at lunch. So hope this was instructional for you, helpful to your trading. Reach out to me in the to my contact information below if you would like some more hands-on help. Before I go, I will show you one thing I just noticed right here. The market may open above this at 6 o'clock. It's 5:30 right now, so when it opens at 6, if not, If it rides this trend line for a little while and then breaks to the upside, I would be looking to go long, as should you. That's all I got for now. Best of trades to you.